Is this Looney Tunes? Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing great. I'm back with Undead Unluck episode 20 review, so let's dive into it. At first we see Andy, Fuuko, and members of Undead engage in a battle against a skeleton monster named Autumn at Stanley Park in Canada. During the fight, Fuuko kisses Andy to activate her unluck powers. However, she is suddenly struck on the neck, causing her to collapse. The scene then shifts to Anno in her workspace, briefly mentioning the future before receiving a call from Tayoka. The scenario unfolds similarly to the end of the previous episode, with Andy intimidating Tayoka and Fuuko arranging a meeting with Anno at a bench in Stanley Park. So Anno indeed knows everything and she seems like a good person, which is making me believe that this is probably the first loop where she appeared. Also, I'm gonna refer to Anno as a girl until her gender gets confirmed. We see Fuuko and Andy board an airplane, heading to meet Anno. During the flight, they discuss their expectations for the meeting and the mysteries surrounding Anno and her manga. Andy expresses confidence in their ability to confront Anno. Upon arriving at the designated bench in Stanley Park, they wait for Anno while discussing their strategy. Suddenly, Anno appears behind them and takes their file containing documents of their manga, Undead Unluck. Anno criticizes their work and reveals her knowledge of their intentions. Spider skeletons, known as juniors, arrive, summoned by Autumn. Anno assigns Fuuko and Andy to battle Autumn while she deals with the juniors. I could be wrong here, but it looks like Anno can use multiple abilities. However, from my understanding, one artifact contains one ability, so I'm wondering if she has multiple artifacts or something. Next we see Anno swiftly dispatches the juniors using the guillotine she conjures with her paintbrush. She then expresses her desire to discuss Undead Unluck with Fuuko and Andy before they confront Autumn. Andy questions Anno about her knowledge of the future and her intentions. Anno evades Andy's inquiry and engages Fuuko in a conversation about their manga. Meanwhile, Fuuko hears Autumn nearby and rushes to confront them despite Anno's suggestion to get to know Andy better first. Fuuko's determination stems from her vow to prevent harm to innocents, influenced by her past experiences. As they encounter Autumn and more juniors, Anno explains Autumn's modus operandi of consuming human biography. Autumn gruesomely demonstrates this by extracting a human's eyes and turning them into a book. He then devours the human, prompting a battle between our heroes and Autumn's minions. Andy attempts a strategy similar to the one used against Burn. I don't understand how learning about Andy's past can help Fuuko control her power more. Also, some of these unnecessary flashbacks are really getting annoying. Moving on, we see Andy's Crimson Bullet attack fails against Autumn, resulting in Autumn severing Andy's legs. Anno observes the battle and realizes that Andy and Fuuko's fixation on rules is hindering their progress. She uses her paintbrush to create a prosthetic arm resembling Andy's, allowing her to unleash a powerful attack against Autumn. Anno then draws an airplane to evacuate Andy and Fuuko from the battlefield. As they retreat, Andy inquires about Anno's arm, to which she explains her limitation of materializing only one item at a time. Arriving at Anno's base, they visit Anno's workspace, where she attempts to enlist Juiz to train Andy and Fuuko. However, Juiz refuses, citing her lack of trust in Anno. So if I'm understanding things correctly, Anno's brush can create anything out of thin air as long as Anno knows the concept. That's by far the most broken ability I have seen in this anime. However, this doesn't explain how she can see the future or past, unless it's an effect of holding the brush. Then we see Anno urge Juiz to reconsider, warning of a potential dire outcome if they don't intervene. Fuuko and Andy add their pleas, prompting Juiz to reluctantly agree, emphasizing the importance of their safety and the capture of Autumn. With the agreement settled, Anno employs her paintbrush to summon Autumn's claw. I could be wrong here, but it seems like Anno can only see bad future endings, which is interesting and there must be a reason behind it. Also, one thing has been bugging me for a while now. If Juiz has experienced multiple loops, then why was she trying to kill Fuuko in the beginning? Does that mean she doesn't want Fuuko around, or is this Fuuko's first loop? At the end we see that Anno intends to use Autumm's claw to allow Andy and Fuuko to delve into their pasts. She slashes Andy with the claw, causing him to transform into a tower of books, shocking Fuuko. I'm starting to think that Andy might have come into existence long before 200 years ago because of the amount of books. Also, I think they did a Looney Tunes reference there. Overall, it was a good episode, but the pacing is getting on my nerves now. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. If you like my video, then check out some of my other videos. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment if you want to say something. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, or check out my Facebook page. Links are given in the description. Until then, see ya.